Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you checked out my last video, we went over a issue that's been happening with creators that create content for these games, the WWE 2K games. And for 2K26 in particular, it kind of seems, if you're outside looking in, that a lot of these creators that make these awesome creator wrestlers and upload them to community creations for us are being attacked. And now I don't think that's the case. I think they have this new automated system in place probably because of Nintendo and how strict they are with community-driven content, because they want to protect the children and everything. I think that's why this is all happening in the background. I don't want to vilify Nintendo or anything, but they're very strict when it comes to any user-generated content. Even though if you go and play the old Splatoon game when it was out, and they had the Wii U pad where you could draw stuff, there was a lot of let's say questionable things that people were drawing in the background that never got resolved or anything. So I just think that's kind of funny. Anyway, with that being said, it looks like what thought was the issue was part of the issue, but now the same creator that had his stuff removed, brought back, and even responded to by Cornell Gunther at the time to get his stuff back, looks like his stuff is disappearing once again. And other creators have now chimed in saying that their stuff is all getting mass deleted. So what is going on here? So we have a little bit of information of what may be causing it and why the internal systems are flagging it. Now, I'm just going to go out and say that some people are saying that they think that 2K is purposely doing this to try to push people to my faction and the island. I don't think that's the case. I don't want to think they're that dumb to try to push away community creators, because the more people that create for this game, the more people that will purchase it. You're still going to get money from people buying the base game and downloading creations. You're still going to get those people that love my faction and the island and are whales and spend all their money on those modes. Alienating any one mode just to try to push them to the money-making modes, to me, sounds like self-unaliving. I don't want to use a certain word because YouTube might flag it. They're really sensitive with those type of words. Anyway, so I don't think 2K is doing this on purpose, despite my own internal brain being, oh yeah, they're attacking community creations. No. I don't think they're that dumb. I think there's something going on with the system they put in place to auto-regulate this, and for some reason it's being overly sensitive and just basically removing stuff without any warning. So, until 2K resolves this, which it might not get fixed until 2K27 because I feel like they've moved on, but this is starting to gain traction. And we'll go over what I'm talking about here mostly in a second here if you didn't watch my last video. But I feel like if this snowball keeps growing, and you push all the creators that make a ton of awesome creations and pretty much bring people back to download these guys' creations because they have a huge cult following over on X and social media, 2K27 might be in trouble. Because love or hate the mode, love or hate community creations, whether you're working at 2K or just someone who doesn't care about community creations at all, they are pretty much a huge major factor to these games and why people buy them. Especially when wrestlers get axed or kicked out of the company or released or whatever you want to call it, whatever terminology, basically laid off, and they're not in the games anymore. Well, the community comes in and they put their favorite wrestlers back in the game. That's like the Road Warriors. I can't remember the last game they were in, and they haven't been in it for years. Well, luckily, on day one, somebody always makes the Road Warriors for me, and I can go download them and enjoy them, because they're my favorite tag team of all time. They're the most badass tag team, Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, freaking awesome. I was kind of hoping they'd bring in Heidenreich and all that, and all the extra Road Warriors that they added in later. That would be kind of fun. But anyway, let's go over to X. I'll show you what I'm talking about, because the issue is still happening. And they need to make a statement about this, because this is getting way out of control. Anyway, let's go over to X and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so here we are over on X once again, and this is the same user, JamesXConverge. Shoutouts to them. He says, and my content is gone again. This was posted half hour before I started making this video. It says, even my last upload didn't have any promotion in the description, and it was also removed. I have followed the rules and uploaded without any handles, and no ats at all, and my content was still wiped. Words cannot explain how frustrating this is. And there are other users that are also facing this. Henry Finch, he posted this earlier today. He says, bye-bye arenas and cause and stuff. I'll re-upload the ones with the most downloads eventually. Most of you already have my stuff anyway. The part that really annoys me is I was proud to have 2 arenas on the most downloaded page, and now those will be gone. Dumb, I know, but all well. And here is his appeal. I don't want to show the number here because I'll have this blurred out. It says, your appeal regarding report ID blah has been carefully considered upon further review. We've again determined that the reported content violates the user rules contained in Section 6 of our Terms of Service. As a result, our original decision to act in respect of the reported content stands and will now close this report. This is obviously an automated message. A lot of the other users are really annoyed with this because, I mean, a lot of these people, this is all their free time that they have. They spend making wrestlers for the community. Some of them have side projects. Henry Finch does commissions. I mean, if you got the talent and people are willing to pay, go for it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, go get your stuff, man. Anyway, so with that being said, another user reported or made this post on the 25th, and I didn't see this. Their name is Viz, V-I-S. They posted, finally heard back from 2K support. Turns out my content was flagged for putting my X account in the description of uploads. I'm glad it's resolved, but WTF, thanks to everyone who helped me out get this resolved. Normal service will be resumed. Now, so I clicked on this, and this is the response he got. It says, hi, I'm Daniel, and I will be your agent for now. I understand that you would like to know more about these actions. Foremost, I want to apologize if our replies were a bit aggressive with the warning. The first reply is an automatic reply, but I can assure you that for what you uploaded, no ban would be put on your account. He got threatened to be banned and everything, this user, Viz. Like my colleagues have explained, we are not able to share much information for security reasons. However, what I can share is that the cause of these actions were tied more to protecting your PII, and I'll go over what that is here in a second because I was like, what the heck is that? I had to go look it up. Then breaking our rules. The PII can be names, phone numbers, social media. So social media, here's the big one. Social media. Addresses, etc. Sometimes users may upload personal information that we may not be able to maintain per privacy and security laws. Hope this clarifies the situation. Thank you. Now, so what the heck is a PII? It stands for Personal Identifiable Information. I can't even say it. In any data that can identify or trace an individual either directly, my goodness, I cannot speak, or indirectly. Definition and scope. PII refers to information that can directly identify a person, such as full name, social security number, passport number, or driver's license number, or indirectly identify someone when combined with other data, like a birth date paired with zip code or gender. It includes any information that allows someone to contact an individual, whether in person or online. Online. That is why, right there. Types of PII. PII is generally categorized into 2 main types: direct identifiers, data that alone can pinpoint an individual, such as social security numbers, government-issued IDs, or biometric records like fingerprints and iris scans. Linked or linkable information, data that may not identify a person on its own, but can do so when combined with other information, such as date of birth, zip code, or online activity. So this is the main reason why these users are getting their stuff pretty much wiped from existence. I think this is more enforced along the sides of obviously 2K, but I think it's because of Nintendo. Because Nintendo is super strict with how they use user-generated content or how they allow it. So per Nintendo, I think this system was set in place and it's being a little overly sensitive, but it's designed to protect the users. And without actual complete clarification of what this means, like no ads, no this, no sharing your social media accounts, no nothing, they need to say something. Because what's happening right now, like I said in the beginning of the video, there's a snowball effect. And if they let this continue without making a statement, hey, this is what's going on, we're aware of this situation, just bear with us in the meantime. If they just go silent, the narrative around this is going to be that they're trying to actively kill community creations. And with all the other negativity around this franchise right now, especially 2K26, well, that's more bad publicity, almost said the words combined, that they don't need. So, personally, I don't think this is happening on purpose. I think this is an automated system they built, probably because of Nintendo, and it's just being super overly protective because, well, our data and everything. Just look what's happening with Sony, how easily they've been getting hacked. I'm terrified to share my account because, well, I don't want my stuff getting stolen. So, I think if I lost my PlayStation account, I'd probably go to Xbox because getting it back for someone like me would probably be impossible. So I would just go to Xbox or Steam or heck, go back to PS2 and just go play old PS2 games where there's no freaking internet because, yeah, it's a scary world out there. And with AI and everything that's going on, like people can make deep fakes and mimic your voice and just do crazy stuff. Future online identification, everything it's a little scary. It's a little scary. So anyway, so this is what's been happening. So it sucks for these users. Henry Finch, James X coverage. He also said that Jonathan Sabu. This really sucks, and I don't know how they fix it without going into this automated system and just like redoing the whole thing, which they don't have time for. They don't have money for. So this might be a recurring thing for the rest of the year. So creators, if you're watching this, hi. If you want to be on the channel, let me know because I would love to showcase your content. I'm trying to lean more towards that as we go further on the channel's lifespan because I'm getting tired of covering the news because it's mostly bad news and I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, he just hates on the game the whole time. No, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in these games. It's just the only news that comes out really other than this update that broke this or this update that did this or this isn't correct or this character looks wrong. I just want to cover the fun aspects of these games. I don't care if I get invited to 2K. I just want to have fun with the game. That's all I'm going to do. I just want to make my wrestlers, play my show off other people's creations. That's what I kind of want to pivot towards. Obviously, I'll still cover the news because it's content for the channel, but I mostly want to lean more towards covering creations. So as we go forward, you're going to be seeing more videos about covering people's awesome creations. Probably not real wrestlers. I want to see original creations. I want to see really cool original ideas because that's what I like to do. That's what I want to show off. Anyway, so long story short, if you're going to upload a bunch of wrestlers and you're a mask creator and you're not aware of the situation, I'm sure you are because you probably follow other creators online, make sure you don't put in any of your social handles in there for X, Instagram, Facebook, none of those. I don't know if your YouTube channel will be okay. I'm going to test that out, so keep an eye on the channel, and I'll get back to you on that one. I'm going to put my YouTube channel on there because it's YouTube, but any social media accounts, so like I said, Facebook, Instagram, X is probably the big one here, anything that they deem could be linked to the person because of what they share on their socials, they're going to be like, no, because think about it this way. Let's say you may not share a bunch of stuff on your X account, maybe, but you have a link to your Instagram, you have a link to your YouTube, you have your link to your Twitter what is it, TikTok and all that kind of stuff. Those sites may have information about you that might not be on X, but your X account could lead you to those. I think that's what's the issue here. So if you upload anything, don't use ads, don't use your social media accounts. I know it sucks because you want to give creators their flowers for helping you create something, or if you did a co-creation thing, it's just gonna be, I don't know. It's this whole situation is just bizarre to me, but I understand why it's happening. They're trying to protect the user base from the PII, personal identification, blah blah blah. So, yeah. There you have it. There's the news for today. I just want to make a follow-up video because this information, shout outs to Viz for getting that feedback for us because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Outside looking in, if you don't have all the information, it looks like, from perception because of everything else going on with the game, because of how they went about with my faction and really tried to just block, or they didn't try, they absolutely blocked any cheese methods to make sure nobody could cheese the mode. people automatically, I mean, even myself, I'm like, oh, they're attacking community creations. Nah, I don't think they're doing that. I think it's this automated system because they have to realize that without community creations, half their player base would be gone. And one more thing before, I almost forgot this before we end the video, is I did a poll yesterday, and as of the making of the poll, it says, would you stop buying WWE 2K games if they removed community creations? Not the creation suite, community creations. 79% based off of, it was about 2,000 votes as of yesterday. Yes, no community creations equals no buy. So yes, they would stop buying the games. The next one is 8%. No, I make my own stuff. So people like me that make their own content and just use it offline and hardly upload online, because for me, I do plan on uploading everything. I'm trying to set it up to where, I mentioned this in my last video, as my universe show, which is, I got everything set up. We're going to live stream on either Monday or Wednesday, because shouts to Mr. Dub, if he's available Tuesdays, I'm trying to keep it to where Tuesdays are so we can co-stream together. I really want to be a part of his mod stuff because it's just, I'm having fun playing the game with him. So I just want to really help him and help his channel. So shouts to Mr. Dubs, he's the homie of the channel. But yeah, my plan is to either stream on Mondays after I get off work, so tomorrow, if I get home in time, or Wednesdays, because I'm off Wednesdays, and I think that's perfect. I can just stream all day, do whatever, and if anybody wants to join me, hit me up on X, and yeah, we'll go from there. But anyway, and then on here it says, no, I just use the in-game superstars, 12%. I know there's a lot of players that don't care about community creations. And now 2%, I think these are the people that are trolling. It says, I hate creations and want them gone. Like, come on, man. Get out of here. I knew there'd be somebody voting that or would say that in the comments, but yeah. So there you have, there's a follow-up video for everything going on with community creations. Like I said earlier, I don't think 2K is doing it on purpose. I just think it's their automated system that's being a little too sensitive, but I understand why it's doing it, because of the fact that anything that links to your social media accounts could potentially be linked to a person, because some people don't have any survival skills and they will post all of their crap and information online. So it's really protecting you from yourself is what's happening. Anyway, sound off the comments below. How do you feel about this? And as always, stay frosty.